Love is tender. Love is kind. Love sometimes needs a restraining order.
Sonic, this time there's no way out of marrying me.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 couples in video games.
So...
For this list, we've set the mood with fire flower petals, bullets, and of course, love. We're excluding games like Mass Effect or Dragon Age, where it's you, the player, and whoever you choose as a love interest. Also, since we'll be discussing the dynamics between these couples, we're going to have to Cupid strike your hearts with a spoiler warning, just in case.
Cool. You're on.
Number 10, Master Chief and Cortana, Halo series.
Come on, Chief. Take a girl for a ride.
Is it possible for AI to feel love? Halo is probably the last franchise you'd expect love to come up, but that may be why it handles it so well.
After I'm through with truth.
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
The question about AI feeling love isn't answered directly, it just sort of happens naturally.
I've waited so long to do that.
We absolutely believe that the AI in question, Cortana, feels love for the hero that we've been following since 2001. It's equally believable that Chief loves her back. There's really no questioning it, which is also why their story is so tragic.
It was my job to take care of you.
We were supposed to take care of each other. And we did.
Number 9, Aiko and Yorda, Aiko. While the tragic fate of Wander and Mono is memorable, since they have never actually seen each other on screen during the game, we have to give our vote to Aiko. Both stories capture what it means to feel an unbreakable bond with another person, but unlike Shadow of the Colossus, we get to see this relationship developing, instead of just seeing love from one character's point of view. The most impressive part? These two characters speak different languages, and yet they're still able to convey their feelings to each other throughout the entire adventure. Number 8, Ellie and Riley, The Last of Us, Left Behind.
Okay, something creepy.
The DLC this couple was featured in became available on Valentine's Day in 2014. We see what you did there, Naughty Dog.
So? It was alright.
You loved it.
Yeah, I kinda did.
Yes, we're all for equality here at WatchMojo, and we can't help but wonder how anyone would be opposed to having these girls together on this list.
Sorry.
Considering all of the misery of this franchise, who in the world didn't cheer for these two girls having a small moment of happiness in the middle of the apocalyptic nightmare that is The Last of Us?
You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together.
Number 7, The Prince and Farah, Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, and Two Thrones.
How did you really know my name?
Sometimes we have to decide between the fate of the world and the person we love. Sometimes this is an easy decision. Blow out the candle, never speak of it again. However, with Sands of Time, it's not such an easy choice.
Live forever, and those I loved are dead and I to blame. I choose death.
This woman, despite being enslaved by our quote-unquote hero, ended up being exactly what he needed.
Why did I trust you? Why didn't you trust me?
Being around her while on his quest turned him into an incredible man. Did he really have to give her up? Fortunately, Two Thrones gave them a second chance.
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction.
Number 6, Guybrush Threepwood and Governor Elaine Marley, Monkey Island series.
Honey Pumpkin!
Plunder Bunny!
Kiss me!
No, we mustn't.
What?
She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. She's a ruthless island governor, and even if she gets kidnapped, she can usually save herself. Unless her plans are accidentally ruined by the bumbling main character.
You're safe and everything's gonna be fine. Just fine.
Speaking of which, that main character we're talking about, he's totally the perfect guy for her. We're being serious. Despite her being like a fine wine and him being like warm grape juice, in each game we find ourselves smiling at their amusing romance.
Did you really mean what you said out there? That I was the only man you ever loved?
Well, yes, Guybrush, I guess I did.
Number 5, Mario and Princess Peach, Super Mario series. Aha! We bet you didn't see this one coming in number 5, did ya? these two have been inseparable for about 5 to 10 seconds per game. Our princess has always been in another castle since 1985, but our overall clad hero is always there to save the day. Whether it's in the Mushroom Kingdom, Dinosaur Land, magical portraits, an island resort, or the far reaches of space, you better believe that Mario Jumpman Mario will be there to save his lady love. And in some cases, Peaches will return the favor. Well, once. If you have a DS and you can resist facepalming at the weaponized crying. Number 4, Professor Layton and Claire. Professor Layton and the Unwound Future.
Picking out the right gift can be quite the puzzle.
Lucky for me, every puzzle has an answer.
Just where did he get that suave, gentlemanly hat? Something tells us that we really don't want to know the answer, but we found out in Unwound Future anyway.
Very dashing, Herschel. The picture of a true gentleman.
A true gentleman?
It turns out that the iconic Layton hat came from his girlfriend 10 years ago. And where's that girlfriend now? Dead, of course. But wait, there's more. Thanks to the magic of video game plot development, the two get one last tearful goodbye. How did such an adorable and fun franchise get so sad?
I'm sorry, I can't stay.
Yuna.
Number 3, Tidus and Yuna, Final Fantasy X and X-2. Sometimes, Final Fantasy romances can start out awkward. Between having 2 left feet and laughing like that, well, laughter just barely won out. In all seriousness, the chemistry between these two is both endearing and tragic, as it helps Yuna enjoy her pilgrimage. But said journey is supposed to end with her willing sacrifice.
No.
This outcome is prevented, but we only get a partially happily ever after since the world is saved, but the couple has to say goodbye. Though, if you want, you can try to get the happy ending in X-2, but to do that, you have to play it, so
Are you real?
I think so.
Number 2, Nathan Drake and Elena Fisher, Uncharted franchise.
Are you sure you want to be defiling your ancestors' remains like that?
You make it sound so dirty.
Usually, in video games, when someone follows you around, they slow you down. That's not the case with the Uncharted franchise.
I'm sorry, am I sensing some history here?
Oh, Elena Fisher. Last year's model.
That's cute.
Despite competition from Chloe, these two have the perfect chemistry almost immediately, from the way they banter with one another to the fact that she can easily keep up with Drake.
When I almost lost you before,
You're not gonna.
I just can't do that again.
Their relationship also isn't an immediate happily ever after, so you feel like you earn those loving smiles and warm embraces.
I'm sorry.
I know.
As the game progresses, you're just as invested in their romance as you are in the gameplay. Well, almost.
So where do we go from here, huh?
I don't know.
Before we move on to our number 1 couple, let's curl up and fawn over some honorable mentions.
Me. It was me. There's... Come on, Cat.
If you think of one, you let me know.
Maria.
Number 1, Link and Zelda, the Legend of Zelda franchise. Much like Mario, this hero has been saving his princess since the 80s. However, unlike the plumber and his Peach, the connection between these two has become more than the save the princess formula. While most of us remember them meeting as children in Ocarina of Time, the game where their relationship really took off, no pun intended, was Skyward Sword. Seeing the scenes of them flying together, you know that these two really care for each other, and more importantly, you sort of want them to be together. Do you agree with our list?
Want to scream?
Which video game couple made your heart go pitter-patter?
You look nice.
Thank you.
For more top 10 lists lovingly posted every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.